My name is Colleen Seville. I'm joining you here from the studio in Boston, Massachusetts with David Wyant out of Sarasota, Florida. David, incredible racing all day and gearing up for our 3 p.m. race, which includes the Para 2,000 meter event. So sitting ready, at attention, and row. So the different colors then representing the different categories of para rowing. We'll take a look though across the board. As always, the first 50, 100 meters, these athletes starting to find their pace, starting to find their cadence, and then around 1750 or so, we tend to see them sort of get into their base cadence. But a lot of experience across this category, especially within the Crash B. Sid Lee, for example, out of Capital Rowing Club, no stranger to the Crash B sprints. And David, exciting to see just so many returning names and then fresh faces as well.
It is, and it's great to see them all in one race. I mean, this is our, I think, last race that we're going to be with you, and this is probably the most exciting one as we come into it here. We're watching all of the different para rowing categories basically rowing with one another here, all the different age groups. You can see the color coding at the top of the screen for the different events, and as you see the boats move through on the screen, that the different colors are representing the different para rowing categories based upon the different physical limitations of the athletes. But you can see that we're seeing some really amazing times from some of these athletes. Looks like, for instance, Jack Witherell rowing for Athletes Without Limits had him at really like 145 for much of the first 500 meters, and it looks like he might end up getting to the 500 meter spot first here through this 500 meters, along with his teammate Eric Newhar, also from Athletes Without Limits. But it's really amazing to see the different categories all on the same screen. I mean, it's almost overload here, but you can see at the top of the screen the different categories as a sort of a key, and then we can look at the athletes and how they're doing relative to one another, including across categories.
Yeah, just exciting, David, as you said, to see kind of everyone all together. So the para events, just absolutely incredible. 2,000 meter races. We can see some athlete spotlights here down on the bottom. So these are athletes that are adapting to the impairments that they have. And the way that we classify that within rowing is the range of movement that they have in application to the sport of rowing, which varies. But wonderful to see them together here today. And a look then at the bottom of our screen, David, to the live cam.
At a 7.8, and we're seeing other colors start to come across the line. Sid Lee looking like he has won his category, and then Matthew Hauser is going to come across the line. That's the first purple boat that we've seen, so the men's under 23. And more athletes finishing up here as we hear the crowd noise, and we know that they are being pushed in their respective locations by their teammates and by their family and friends. And we're seeing all these boats finish up at various speeds, but they're doing it all on one screen, which I've just never seen anything like this, where we can get all of these people from all over the country rowing in all of these different events across the finish line on the same screen.
Yeah, just brilliant as they come through their final few strokes here.